NASA is celebrating the rollout of its new Space Launch System rocket and looking ahead to clearing the SLS for its upcoming Artemis mission to the moon.
Wait 31's Alex Perez and news anchor Dan Schaefer are in Florida at Kennedy Space Center to show you what's ahead for the Artemis team.
Well, take a look. The fog has lifted here on the east coast of Central Florida, and after a 12-hour overnight slow roll, the Artemis I SLS rocket and the Orion spacecraft are now poised on the launch pad. Alex, another successful test of this new NASA moon rocket.
Another milestone passed, and this is just one of the many projects for the Artemis program, which is actually managed in Huntsville at the Marshall Space Flight Center.
And the Thursday rollout was just the beginning. Coming up next, there's going to be a mock countdown to test all of the systems of the rocket and the spacecraft to make sure all systems are go for a launch possibly later this year.
This is that first stepping stone where we say, hey, has everything we've been working on working out just like we thought it would?
More than 50 years after the final Apollo mission to the moon, a new generation of astronauts is preparing to head back aboard the most powerful rocket ever built.
It's going to be the most powerful launch that's ever happened in this area.
But it has yet to pass one final test, the wet dress rehearsal. The rocket will be loaded with 700,000 pounds of cryogenic propellant, avionics and software up and running, launch control fully staffed, and countdown clock running.
We'll count down and then we'll recycle back to 10 minutes in the count and come back down to under 10 seconds, then we'll call it.
The only thing missing, actually lighting the engines. The data they gather will tell them if Artemis is a go for launch.
I think we'll be wildly successful with it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Huntsville's Marshall Space Flight Center is home to the SLS program, but NASA calls this America's rocket. Aerospace companies around the country are contributing their systems and hardware.
They bring their specialty to the table, we bring ours, and that allows us to produce a vehicle that's as unbelievable as the SLS.
It has been a historic couple of days here at Kennedy Space Center. Dan, it's been truly amazing to watch.
It really has been exciting to witness this, especially for folks back in North Alabama who had such a big hand in making this all happen. The wet dress rehearsal, we're told, is going to begin early April, and NASA says if all goes well, we could be looking at a launch date in June.
Fingers crossed for that.
At Kennedy Space Center, I'm Dan Schaefer.
And I'm Alex Perez, Wait 31 News.
All right, guys, thanks. Artemis I is an uncrewed test mission around the moon and back. And with Artemis, NASA has committed to landing the first woman and first person of color on the moon.